Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Fire Emblem Engage. And before we get going into this, sometimes you don't think about certain mechanics in games when they're new. And that mechanic for me is often the break mechanic. And that's something that I'm not always considering in my mind when it comes to the strategies. I only say this because I think on at least 2 different occasions I have gone against a mage thinking that I could break them with daggers. And daggers are not what breaks those guys. It's arts. And I keep forgetting that it's arts for some reason. I don't know why I keep on switching arts and daggers on that break thing, but arts break daggers, they break bows, and they break tomes. Daggers break nothing, and I don't know why I keep thinking that they do. But all of you can go ahead and delete all of your comments that you made, all of your smug-ass comments about how stupid I am. Because I'm already sick of seeing them, and I haven't even seen them yet. I'm not going to see them for another month. But, oh no, I'm dreading it. I'm dreading all of the comments. I'm like, yeah, I figured it out as soon as I stopped recording and thought about it for even 2 seconds. I was like, oh, yeah, it's arts. But there is something else. Somebody else in the comments pointed it out to me. Bro here, Lear, he can use arts. I didn't even realize that. When I ranked him up, I didn't even realize that. I may have noted it at the time, but then I completely forgot. We should probably have an art on him at all time. That way he can actually, he would have been able to, him and Fram could have broken those mages. So we may have been able to figure out a way to do that, but man, those mages were stupid, dude. Their stats were crazy. And I can't believe one of them had freaking, what was it? The one had 4 health bars and the other one had 3. That's wild, dude. And only 2,000 gold? I don't get it, man.
Good work.
Anyways, let's move on. You've grown strong to overcome this trial. I must strive for such greatness as well. My rabbit. Oh, that's a cat. I thought it was a rabbit. Okay, this Elysian cat is obviously just way too strong-willed for me to be able to handle, so I clearly cannot adopt it. This one, though, very chill cat. Elysian cats are mean, okay? I don't have the skills to adopt them. Oh, missed an item somewhere over here. There's a rabbit. So the idea of adopting animals and stuff is a fun one, but I feel the way that it's implemented is just, and like so many of the mechanics that are base related, are just so poorly integrated into the rest of the game. You may not like how long it took to do a lot of the Fire Emblem 3 Houses base stuff, but at least those ones played into the gameplay in intelligent ways. This game did not, and I think it might be partially a reaction to 3 Houses, I don't know, since they were developed somewhat in tandem with 2 different companies. I don't know how much of that may have influenced changes or balancing in this game, but if it did, they swung too hard the other direction. XCOM is probably the perfect example of how gameplay and then so there's a tactics layer and that's the actual battles, but then there's the strategic layer, which is usually the base building and the other stuff outside of battle. And XCOM is masterful at weaving the 2 together. And while the time investment in 3 Houses may have been on the long side, I feel like because it was a really good strategic layer that went into the tactics layer really well, it was worth the time in my opinion, and did not bother me that much. yes, I do wish that maybe it didn't take as much time as it did, especially after the third route that we did, but I don't know if we'd be having this conversation if that game was a tighter one route game and it had the same exact mechanics. But maybe when they don't tell the whole story in one route and people feel like they're required to do 3 routes, I think that's where the complaints come in. But I think that 3 houses integrated it better. And I would like them to kind of swing back towards that direction. I think that the strategic layer is too important to be this bad in this game, in my opinion. I think they were onto something with 3 houses, and I feel like this totally missed the mark. But I don't know. I know that I might be in the minority with that. Some people disliked the monastery a lot more than I did. I don't have nearly as many problems with the monastery as other people did. Like, I really didn't feel the fatigue that much until the third route that we did. There were certain things like if you were trying to min-max professor experience, the amount of fishing that you did was really annoying. But that was also mitigated in New Game Plus where you could just buy back your professor levels, so... But I don't know. I'm interested to hear what other people think. I think that 3 houses took a step in the right direction, and in some ways this game feels like a step backwards. And I don't understand people saying that this game takes things back to the roots. I get it, but I also don't get it. I feel like this game... I mean, I do understand why people are saying that, but I don't understand why reviewers are saying that and then giving it a 10. That's what I don't get. I think this game is a absolutely solid gameplay 7. And what I mean by that is that, like, the writing is so bad that it's a 7. The gameplay is really solid, but the base building is bad. Pretty much everything except for the battles, the main story battles, and the paralogue battles themselves in this game are subpar. Even for Fire Emblem standards. I don't know how people don't view it the same way I do, but obviously that's kind of how personal preference works, is like I see the world the way that I see the world, and it's just like I'm experiencing this game and I'm seeing so many, like, there were a lot of reviewers that gave this 9s and 10s, and I'm just like, that makes 0 sense to me. I think when people are more separated from this game, they're going to be, they're going to be looking at this in the same lens as Fates. Because Fates kind of had the same sort of cycle, actually, where reviewers were like raving about it and stuff, and then it wasn't until afterwards that a lot of people were like saying that Fates was really bad, which it was. And mostly I'm just talking about the review cycle, because I think that a lot of players recognized it in the moment, whereas the reviewers were raving about it, and then it seemed like the consensus online sort of changed over time. And I think it's going to be the same thing with this. I think a lot of those reviewers, when they're separated from the game a little bit, they're going to realize that it didn't deserve 9s and 10s. It absolutely does not. I think that a game, in order to get a 9 and a 10, it needs to be the full package. The writing does have to be good at that point, you know what I mean? Like, just because the gameplay is really, really fun, doesn't mean you get to ignore the writing. So I don't see how people can give this a 9 or a 10, but I don't know. It is all very subjective, so I can't really say objectively that those people are wrong. Their experience, I can't know how they experienced it, and some people, they could be one of those people that truly do skip cutscenes, which just flabbergasts me that those people exist, but...
Please, find it in your heart to stay. Let me dance by your side forever.
Oh yeah, the play. Oh god.
Please don't hold me back. It will only serve to sharpen the pain of our parting.
My eyes are closed. My hand is here. If you trust me, then take it. And never let go.
If you're certain this is what you want, I'm willing to believe in you, so long as we're together from now until the end.
She's got a future in the theater.
Your performance, the nuance and honesty. I was right. You are gifted. More than I knew.
I mean, her whole life is a performance. Her facade that she shows all of us is the fake one, so.
I'm not so sure. I really don't have any experience with acting. This is all so new to me.
Lies.
Naka, your impressions are brilliant because you're a brilliant actor. And this show will be unforgettable because you will be an unforgettable lead.
I'm playing the lead?
Well, I thought I'd be the lead, but now I know better. That role was meant for you. We still have to practice the dance, but I have no doubt you can handle it, Yunaka. It's not easy putting on a show when times are hard like this. Dancing, laughing. It feels wrong, but it's because times are hard that I have to do it. To remind the audience what joy feels like. I want this performance to succeed. For everyone's sake. Will you help me?
I understand how you feel. And I respect that, honestly. Okay. I'll help as best I can.
Thank you. I can't do it without you, Yunaka. Together, I think we can make this one of the truly great performances.
Okay. Did we get any bonds? Chloe and Leif.
I think the thing that makes you most like a fairy tale hero is your bright, shining armor.
I am no hero, though. That role was foisted upon me by others.
All right. Now, we also need to check what's new in Sigurd's 11 to 20. That's so specific. Hit plus 20s. Oh my gosh, Cancer Plus. It's probably prohibitively expensive though. So yeah, I don't see how this one would be a better one for us to go for, because it probably costs 2,000 SP. One extra move after acting. Hit plus 25. Hit plus 30. Wow, okay. Yeah, I feel like momentum, it can probably be learned, but it really is the most valuable on whoever has Sigurd at the time. Because nobody can move that far without momentum. Or without Sigurd, I mean. So, momentum is probably not one that I would learn for people, even those on horseback. I could see it being useful for somebody like Etier. She's on horseback. She can move as far as most units can if they don't have Sigurd, but it's probably more expensive than you would want to spend. Let's go and see how much they do cost. With how slow you get SP in this game, I feel like there's a lot of skills that are good, but that I would never invest in because there are cheaper ones that are just as good. You know what I mean? And it's hard to say that like it feels unbalanced because I mean the skills are really good, but it just doesn't seem worth. I mean, who's going to be spending 4,000 SP on Lance Power 4? You know what I mean? Like, nobody's ever going to get that skill right there. Like, nobody. Nobody's getting those. It feels like you wouldn't even have 5,000 SP like until the last chapter of the game, maybe. Oh, look at that. Cancer Plus is only 1,000. Well, that's kind of rude. So wait, hold on. Yeah, it costs the... Oh. Oh. Gotcha. See, that's kind of smart, actually. If you have the base skill, you don't have to pay the full price. You just need another 1,000. So I could get Canter Plus on her if she was rank 13 with him. Okay, that's smart. If you have the lower one, it minuses that cost from the next level. So you can sort of just power them up. Well, that's good to know. That's really good to know. So if you can only afford the base one at a given time, you're not really losing out on getting that one first. You don't have to save up for Canter Plus. You can get Canter, and then when you get your next 1,000, you can get Canter Plus. I'm really glad they did that, actually. So yeah, anybody who doesn't have Canter, it costs 2,000. Cool. That's actually really good to know. I wonder if that works for things like Hit Plus as well. I think there are some units we got Hit Plus on. I think it was Boucheron, right? Maybe not. I think I was thinking about doing it, but then I didn't have enough SP at the time. Okay. Alright, well that's good to know. So that's her personal, that one's her class, and then these two are the optional ones. Gotcha. Okay. For a second I was like, wait, if I have Grasping Void and Canter, why do I have an open slot? But Grasping Void is the class one, that's why. Okay.
Can you make it shine? Thanks a lot.
Found the spot,
ring
baby.
Great.
I'm so good at finding the spot. Like a master at it. So good. Okay, so I'm pretty sure people really like Corrin on Yunaka. Is Corrin the one that makes Yunaka broken? I don't know if I want to do that. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, if you tell me, hey, this is broken, I'm probably, like, it almost makes me not want to use it, you know? I still want a challenge. But maybe we'll have to try it to show people. Because she's the one where she has different abilities based on who she's paired with. And so Yunaka as a covert, or as a, whatever this thief class is called, I think, whatever it's called. It might just be thief, but...
It's extremely clean now. Thank you.
What's your class called, girl? I don't even remember. But apparently, there's a really good synergy with it. Like, maybe if we do a maddening run after this, maybe that's where we use the broken stuff. You know what I mean? We're riding on the cusp of a level up.
Let's have a good match.
I'll put on a show for you. You got me.
Somehow I won.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how that was going to play out. Maybe if she had her steals going into that, I wouldn't be surprised if she had them. But he has really high speed. So, usually she's the best when she can double people, you know? Okay, Kagetsu's a level 5, but somehow his rating is just so damn high, even compared to people who are higher level than him. We're not going to use Linden. It's not happening.
I'm leftover scraps compared to Diamant. But I must try.
It's the second princess of Illusia!
Yeah, you shouldn't have come in as a flyer, girl. Gosh, she is obnoxious, isn't she?
I'm sorry. Are you hurt?
Yeah, I'm struggling to find places in my lineups for these three right now. I'm just really preferring Etier these days. And I really like these three characters. I don't want to take them out of main party. But they're just... when it comes to like picking my units...
I'm Lapis, a royal soldier of Brodia.
We've definitely got our faves right now, you know?
I wasn't strong enough.
Victory for the cutest.
So Ivy technically could get a Canter Plus, get an extra bit of movement. Let's see, Etier, where are you at? Ugh, man, okay. Need to get her 1,000, man. We should figure out what we want to do with Gold Mary, because she's got a lot of SP right now. Marin and Gold Mary, we should figure out what to do with their 2,000 SP. Maybe something for Seedall as well. He's got 1,600. But yeah, Marin and Gold Mary, what would be good on them? I mean, obviously Canter could be useful. Could be useful on anybody, but... Gallop can't be learned, right? I don't think there's any indication here on what can and can't be inherited. But man, that move +5 would be wild if you could learn that. Yeah, unfortunately, we're just gonna have to jump into the other room. One less loading screen this way. These should be in the same room. Man, I really want to find out if the Solar Brace can be learned in the next tier of stuff, because Solar Brace is very good and I really, really like it. It's expensive, but like... and I bet you that Solar Brace is either just as expensive as this one or maybe even more expensive, which is prohibitively expensive. Like, we have nobody who has 3,000. But like, I would consider that on several people, saving up for 3,000 SP for Solar Brace. It's one of the few that I probably would save up for. So, dodge could be really good on you. You could get a +20 on dodge. Just right now, if we really wanted to. I really don't understand the thought behind not putting their stats on this screen. It's really upsetting. It's really upsetting. Nobody play tested this game, I swear to God. It's almost like their stats matter when making smart decisions on what you're going to inherit, guys. Okay. Like, we know that she's going to be more of a dodge tank than she is defensive, although as a Wolf Knight, her defense is not terrible either. Base of 19 on her dodge. Oh yeah, I gotta remember. Avoidance is what we probably want. Because dodge is for crits. So if we want her to be an avoidance tank, that's really what we should be looking at as avoid. Speed and avoid. Okay. Goldmary's just, she's got a lot of stacked areas, man. She's doing pretty good. And she even has resistance. Okay, speed bonuses would also give avoidance. The avoid stat is derived partially from speed. I don't know what the calculation is, but it is. And we could get her a +5 if we wanted to. Now you have the base alacrity. 770 points. How much would you need to make up the difference to an alacrity plus? 1,000 to get to alacrity plus is 2,000. So honestly, I may just wait for her to get 1,000 SP and just upgrade her alacrity, because that has been so useful. It's a great skill for her.
I am Marin, Royal Knight of Somme. Prepare yourself.
Yeah, after that last mission, she definitely earned her place on main party.
Get ready.
You trounced me thoroughly. I'm impressed. Lady Lin, the way you move when you fight, it's very impressive. I envy you.
And I envy you and the way you ride that wolf. How I wish I could ride one across the plains.
So we've seen nothing to indicate that she actually has a tail. So I'm starting to think that it's a fashion statement, and if so, is that disrespectful to the wolf that she rides? I guess that depends on if it's a real wolf's tail or not. Let's go with not real wolf tail. But we've never seen any other person with a tail, so like the race doesn't exist in this world. It can't be real, right? This is getting really expensive.
Just the challenger I was hoping for. Let's fight.
I am Lyn of the Lorca tribe.
You trounced me thoroughly. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go through all of my bond points for Marin right now. I want to get her something, but there are other people we might need those bond points for. So we could do... I'm kind of leaning towards base alacrity and maybe a speed +3. I think that may be the best use of what we have. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, speed 29 is really good. She's faster than Yunaka right now. Okay. Now that's interesting though. So, with the math, oh, let's look at this real quick. So you have the base one. This would cost us 1,000 SP. The first one is a advantage of 10, right? So the speed bonuses would be a better use of SP, wouldn't it? Technically, if we did a +4, that would be more cost effective than Alacrity Plus. Of course, it takes 2 slots, so that's the trade-off, but... something to think about. But I think in the end I'd want to work towards Alacrity Plus Plus, which is probably why I wouldn't want to do that. Also, does she have a second skill already? She's using Resistance +3. Gotcha, okay. Yeah, I think we'll still just save for Alacrity Plus, and then work towards a ++. We probably won't have enough SP before the end of the game for ++, but maybe not. We'll have to see. That's also one of the things that's hurting us by using too many units in main party, is that we switch them out, and that means that the people who aren't going in aren't getting SP. So the most efficient way of managing your SP is having a tight party. Just a core group. Just a core group of 12, you know? But we're not doing that. Okay, let's go and do some of the other stuff we need to do. Okay, we got 5,000 gold. I didn't think we'd return to Elyos so soon, but I have to be ready to accept whatever happens. Oh, cat, that hurt. My cat insists on jumping up into my lap, and I'm not really in a position where that's easy to do, so he used claws. Not very nice, bro. Alright, bro, let me get situated for you. There you go. Is that better? Is that better? Alright, now sit down and don't rub your face on my microphone, please. He's like, you know I'm gonna do it anyway, right? I'm like, yeah, I know. And there's the rubbing his face on the microphone. Enjoy whatever that sounds like on the recording. I need a coffee refill, kitty. You shouldn't be in my lap. I can't get my coffee if you're in my lap. They're all having a good time over here. Uh-oh. The racket of Solom is singing. I guess we should consider ourselves lucky that we don't actually have to hear it. Look at me, here on the actual Somnio. One more story to tell my wife on the other side. You're a spy, aren't you? You're a spy, Lyndon. You're gonna betray us, aren't you? I'm giving the writers too much credit. Bro, don't rub your face on the microphone. Come on, man. Alright, we have plenty of stuff from the orchard. So unless it's on the floor, where they can be pebbles, I'm not gonna bother. Alright, so... is there anything else we need to do here? Cooking.
Sorry that I'm the one to greet you.
You haven't gotten her B rank yet? Oh man, okay. Capable. Capable. Yeah, I know, guys, you guys keep telling me that there's a bunch of tabs here, but they don't matter. They really don't. I just need to find one they're capable of cooking, okay? Are they actually different lists? Because I'm pretty sure that this is just that list, but different. But maybe not. Marinated salmon. I think that showed up here. So this one shows the ones that the characters like. Yeah. So like looking at this, I don't want the neutral ones. I want the one that people like. So I'm always going to be using this menu. Because let's be honest, the supports are what matter the most to me.
I'll do my best, but that's not saying much.
Don't fuck it up.
Sorry that I'm the one to use you ingredients.
He just apologized
no.
to the ingredients.
It came out great.
Oh my gosh.
This
Ow,
is
Chris.
incredible. I could keep
Delicious! I need more.
Alchrist needs to pull his shit together, man. Oh, freaking Alchrist over here S ranking. I think that's our first S rank meal. I honestly think it might be.
I'd be honored if you accepted these leftovers.
Thanks, bro. Well done. You should be more confident in yourself, dude. You're the only one who's S ranked. Damn, look at all these supports already. Alright, Seadoll and Chloe got their B rank. Very good.
Spirit of the cards, moon and stars above, cast your divine light and answer me.
Seadoll? What is he trying to divine with such desperation?
I beg you to tell me, will this food offer the perfect fuel for my dance? I yearn for more than merely food. I crave the savory. Please, spirit of the cards.
Heart of the cards.
That was not the answer I wanted.
He's not acting like he did before. Not at all. Please, calm down, Seadoll.
Divine One.
I don't know what this is about, but this isn't like you at all. Crave the savory?
Are you trying to tell me that eating this will provide the perfect fuel for my dance? It's dough fried in butter and then bathed in an oil sauce. And it's incredibly delicious.
Bro just wants to eat what he wants to eat. I mean, that sounds delicious. But yeah, it's probably not the best for staying fit.
Oh, I had one of those. It was delicious, all right. I'd think it'd be extra fuel for your dance.
But hey, mood matters
Are you making
to
that
art,
up?
right?
Well...
Or just guessing. I'll need to consult the cards for the real answer.
I mean, I think I do know. You're doing all that dancing. It's got to be good fuel. And tasty, too.
You don't understand. A dancer of my caliber must be disciplined.
I mean, there's a lot of like people who have to carb load, but I think that the oil, cooking an oil thing and the butter is probably the thing that's not as healthy.
On the battlefield, I must inspire all with my perfect dancing. So I must eat only perfect food. If I'm careless, if my dancing suffers and someone dies, I can't allow that.
Seadoll, I'm sorry.
Now, I must retreat to the fortune shop and to a meal that is not fried.
Okay, Chloe.
You slept for 1,000 years. And when you woke, you were thrust into battle against the forces of evil. You're the absolute picture of a fairy tale hero.
Am I?
Oh yes. One doesn't meet people as extraordinary as you every day. Yours is not the average person's life. You are fated for exhilaration and excitement. Oh, how I wish it were mine.
I don't know.
What? Why not?
There are many burdens I must bear, and while I don't regret this life, you're absolutely right that my days will never be considered average. Sometimes, average seems like it might not be so bad.
Oh, I'm really sorry about that. I was just so swept up in my own desire for a fairy tale life, I didn't stop to consider how someone already living one might feel.
You don't have to apologize, Chloe. I know you didn't mean anything by it.
I still feel a little guilty, though. Oh, I know! I'll bring you a special delicious treat as an apology. There's this rare pickled deep-sea fish I've been into. It's sour enough to knock you flat. I'll go fetch some right now. You're gonna love it.
No need. Really.
Sour enough
I'm
to
getting
knock
queasy
you
enough
flat.
just picturing it.
Okay, Seadoll and Chloe. Man, lots of people got rank ups and all that.
Well, Seadoll, what do you think?
Is this supposed to be food?
Of course it is.
What exactly am I looking at? What are the ingredients? How is it prepared?
It's eggs cooked in sugar.
Eggs from what?
I do wish that they did more with her character than just food and fairy tales.
From a rare
But
fish
here we
caught
are.
in Firene's waters. For the most part.
For the most part, what kind of eggs are in here?
The delicious kind, of course. You've got nothing to worry about.
Oh, I'm worried, all right. But you went to all this effort to bring food to me. It would be rude not to give it a try. Ugh, the look, the smell. It's ruining my appetite.
Folk food isn't for everyone.
I'm sorry, Chloe. I don't think it's for me.
What a shame. This kind of thing might have bold flavors that won't trip up your footwork.
What? You found a dish that's flavorful yet won't distract my dancing? I spoke too soon. I will eat your folk food.
That's great! Go ahead and dig in.
Here we go. Oh.
Still can't stomach it, huh?
No, it's actually quite tasty. Bitter and sweet, but I like that about it.
Really? What a relief. The flavor's so strong that I was worried you couldn't keep it down.
You wouldn't believe what I ate when I traveled with the caravan. I have a strong stomach. Maybe sometime you could teach me more about these kinds of dishes.
I'd be happy to. And Seedal, thanks for giving it an honest try.
Okay, Rosado and Lapis.
You know what, Rosado? You're quite cute. I've always thought so.
Oh, I'm so flattered. Thank you.
The fact that you're so consistently adorable, well, I admire that. What's your secret?
Not sure I've got one. I guess I just try to be my best self. I think about who I am inside and I bring it out.
Yeah?
Sure. Appearances matter, but true beauty is what's inside.
I am so glad that they're writing Rosado this way. Even just a couple of years ago, and even still now today, this character would be written as an oddity and somebody to be gawked at by the other characters. And I'm so happy they're not doing that with this one. Because that's the trope that has happened for years in anime, and I'm so glad to see that it's dying finally.
Even the most fashionable ensemble is useless if you don't feel it. You've got to believe in you.
Finally, they're just
that's why
treating
I'm
them
not
like who
cute.
they are.
There's something wrong with what's inside me.
What? Lapis, you're gorgeous.
No, I'm not confident at all. Really, there's a lot that I'm self-conscious about. Like the fact that I eat grass and shrubs. Or that I'm so dang strong.
I didn't catch all that, but I can tell by your face it's serious. This really matters to you. Whatever it is, why don't we talk it over? I'll gladly lend you an ear.
Really? How kind. I appreciate that.
And I appreciate you. Come find me anytime.
Okay, Altrist and Hortensia.
Excuse me. Princess Hortensia?
Prince Alchrist? What's up? You're not usually much of a talker.
Well, I was just, no, never mind. It's not important.
Nope.
This clown will never be on my
Build
team.
up like that. Come on, spit it out.
I want you to,
Nope.
What?
Didn't hear you. Louder.
Please teach me how to be more confident.
Ow! Too loud. Tone it down, back it up, and explain yourself properly.
You always have such boundless confidence, Princess Hortensia. It amazes me. I don't think very highly of myself. So I hoped you might teach me to be more like you.
Ah, okay. Yeah, makes sense. Too bad for you, though. I'm not teaching you a thing. Maybe if you weren't a Prince of Brodia, I'd have considered it. But you? Nope. No way.
That's so rude, especially considering that he might still hold somewhat of a grudge against you and your sister for having a hand in his father's death. That's so fucking rude.
Oh, of course. I understand.
Wait, what?
Brodia has invaded Elusia more times than I can count. You have every right to deny me.
I mean, I guess there's some, like... it goes both ways a little bit, but... yeah.
Besides, you shouldn't waste your precious time on someone as worthless as me.
We just finished
Honestly,
off her dad, so...
I'm shocked by my own impertinence. How embarrassing. I'll leave you be.
Hang on a sec. I never said that.
It's all right. Please, forget I even approached you like this. I won't sully your ears with my pitiful mumbles ever again. You have my word.
Wait, Prince Alchrist? I was so sure he'd get mad and snap back. He's even worse off than I thought. I'll have to try a new approach the next time I see him.
Okay, that was her method of trying, I see. That's a little clever. Just a little clever, though. Okay. I think that's everything we needed to do. I guess we could consider either upgrades or new purchases. We have a little bit of money.
Well, hey there.
I don't know if there's too much we need to buy right now. We've got at least one of all of these.
Take care.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be upgrades. Who needs a little bit of help? Who could use a little bit of a push? Because our upgrade of Elfire on Citrine was a huge help to her. I mean, a lot of my other units are doing pretty damn good, all things considered. Damn, that's a lot of steel. Upgrading one of Marin's weapons could be good. So, I mean, your steel dagger is already a +5. What does Silver start to look like as that upgrades? So that one's a Might 16, so your silver really isn't useful until a +4. So we'd still probably favor the steel until we could get a much better silver dagger, especially since it also comes with extra crit. So maybe one of our utility items like Armor Slayer or something could be a good one. The Wodao. We haven't upgraded any lances. Maybe we upgrade the Killer. Let's +3 this. That'll be all for now.
I'll be here.
All right. So, thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And in the next one, I think we might try Corrin's Paralogue. I think that one's the next one in the difficulty scaling. So, yeah. We'll have to see. Thank you all for being here. Have a good one, everybody. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters, Darren York, ZTD, 7th Son, Knife Namaste, Kyle the Monarch, Andrew Smith, Molly, Chris Murphy, JW, Izhar Mella, Bracken, Quinless, Chris Smith, The Blue Electric Cat, and Jordan and Emily Hill. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.